What's going on, my PT peeps, Walking Dead family? I'm my fighters. I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning for The Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff, but definite spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 10. We got the Q&A from the Spoiling Dead fans. Credit to them. They do an amazing job. We're just sharing it with you. And these spoilers are awesome if they happen. It's highly likely to occur, but you never know. Season 10, Episode 10 sounds awesome, and I'm super excited to watch it this weekend. But first, guys, before we get to it, please hit that subscribe button. Helps achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We talk about The Walking Dead all year long. Hit the join button if you want to become a member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family, and ring the bell if you're already a subscriber to be notified when we post videos every day. Now, here we go. Gamma offers the Alexandrians a trade. What is it? In order to believe she's telling them the whole truth and act on the information she has given, Gabriel plays the servant of God who has taken so many confessions that he knows when someone's holding something back card and asks Gamma to tell him the thing that she's holding back. She admits to killing her sister for Alpha without Alpha even asking her to do it. Does anyone at Alexandria trust Gamma? Who is the most vocal about not trusting her? Who insists she is placed in Negan's cell? Gabriel does, especially for hearing about her sister. Rosita disagrees. It's Rosita who gives the actual order to have her placed in the cell, but I got the impression that this was the common decision anyway. We know Beta is on a mission to retrieve Gamma. Does he succeed? Does he get her back to Alpha? Almost. Gamma volunteers to go with him to keep him from killing Rosita. As they are walking in the woods, the group led by Gabriel and Scott ambush them. Beta takes off running. Gabriel fires a shot at him, but he misses, so Beta gets away. They bring Gamma back to Alexandria and then put her on a carriage to Hilltop. Does Beta bring anyone with him to Alexandria? I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I think the idea was for him to go alone, kill a bunch of people, wait for them to turn, and have them act as a distraction while he goes to retrieve Gamma. So we're going to see a lot of Gamma, Father Gabriel, Beta, Rosita, and another Whisper in the cell. This is basically the Whisper holding cell. I mean, I know Negan was in it first, but he's a Whisperer too now, right? But we're going to see Gamma and Father G talk and discuss things. And Father G has been a character that has come a long way since the first time we met him. I know a lot of people like him, and I wonder if they're building him up to ultimately kill him off so his death means something. That's what they love to do on the show. I'm not saying they will, but it's definitely a theory that's going around. But Father Gabriel is leading the charge to retrieve Gamma, and it's pretty cool that Father G is stepping up. He's the leader of the council, and if you know my cursed charter theory, he signed it, so is he in danger now? But they rescue Gamma, and I'm sure they're setting up Gamma going to Hilltop to meet her nephew and have a big thing. I'll talk about that later in the video. But Beta gets away, and I wonder if that's what's going to happen at the end of Season 10. So he'll survive the Whisperer War, he'll get away and be a threat going into Season 11. I think that could possibly happen. Who does Beta kill in Alexandria? Do we see Laura die by Beta's hands? I can specifically mention Alfred's death, the guy that was with Margot and Gage when they had ambushed Lydia before. There are also a few people Beta killed who turn, and some are shown pretty clearly, but I'm not sure exactly who they are. We do see him kill Laura. He slams her against the bars inside the cell after she comes to Gamma's rescue. Gamma manages to get away because of her. Where did Judith and RJ run to for safety? Where's Barbara? We don't see where they go. We just see them getting out of the room they were in with Gamma. I didn't see Barbara. Where do Rosita and Beta fight? Is Coco ever in danger? In the house above the cell, I think it's Michonne's. After Judith and RJ get away, Beta grabs Gamma by the ankle. Rosita distracts him. They fight, but she's overpowered. Right when he's about to deliver the fatal blow, Gamma stops him and lures him away, saying that it's her that Alpha wants. Coco is okay throughout. Where did Negan get his Whisperer mask from? Negan's not in this episode. Negan's hopefully taking a bath. You know what I'm talking about. But we're going to see Alfred die. He's the guy in the middle there. Looks like Seth Green in my opinion. Margot's already gone, so Gage is still alive. Is that guy just going to live forever? He's kind of annoying, but he's got to stick around, I guess. In our other video earlier, about a week or so ago now, we had some spoilers where we talked about Laura dying. It looks to be happening. Some people are going to be sad about that. Beta is going to be shot in the chest by Judith through a door, potentially, possibly. I'm super excited for it because I love Judith and she's getting more action and more stuff and more story. Pretty cool. The fight with Beta and Rosita, I hope, is awesome. And the fact that Beta wins the fight is more realistic in my opinion, especially because he has armor and stuff and his huge knives, and plus he's a big dude. He should overpower Rosita. So I'm glad they're kind of having a realistic approach to it. Rosita puts up a good fight, but ultimately Beta is too much for Rosita, and I can't wait to see the fight. I hope it's awesome, and it should be because Rosita is a fighter. Can you tell us about the fight between Alpha and Daryl? I think the most prominent detail here is that Alpha slashes Daryl in the face near the eye, which was a huge disadvantage for him because he has blood in his eyes. We see him blurred, bloody point of view more than once, and he has a hard time locating and fighting off the walkers around him. Okay, that makes sense. I could see that. It starts with him pinning her down, asking, "Where are they?" And then come to the cutting and the stabbing in the leg, but they are both badly wounded. She then follows him to what looks like a gas station, bangs her shotgun against a pipe to attract walkers, and at some point, Daryl has no choice but to pull the knife out of his leg, which causes a huge spraying of blood. Since they are both weak and can barely walk, they can't get out, and Daryl tells Alpha that she lost Lydia because she didn't love her. Alpha is clearly offended by this remark. He tries to get up and walks towards him, but she falls. And that's when Lydia arrives. It's also worth noting that their encounter starts near a different exit where Alpha is busy luring the horde out of the cave, so there really is at least one other exit. Does Lydia talk to Daryl when he regains consciousness? What does she say? Daryl asks her if she killed Alpha. She asks whether he could have if it were his father instead. What else happens with Lydia? Alpha asks Lydia to kill her. She says that she's ready and that they are waiting for Lydia to lead them. Lydia refuses. She says that she's not here for them. She's not here for her. She tells her that they are human, not perfect, just human. That's all she ever wanted to be, and that's what Alpha never gave her. So we're going to see this bloody-faced Daryl. He's tore up. He's got some cuts. He's got a knife in his leg. It's going to be pretty brutal, and it should be awesome. So we're going to get Alpha versus Daryl, and we're getting Beta versus Rosita. Come on, it sounds like a great episode, right? But the fact that Alpha is still alive or going to live into the next episode, we knew that was going to happen, right? I mean, Lydia is probably not the one to take out Alpha. I still think it's going to be Negan, but we have to see. Lydia reemerges. I guess she goes back with Daryl and Carol at some point. She joins Team Family. So we'll have to see what happens with Lydia going forward. Does Daryl make it home by the end of the episode? We don't see it. Hell's doggo. Once again, he's not in the episode. So I guess we don't have a dog budget for the first 2 episodes. I wonder if we're going to see him again. Is he going to be there for the battle at Hilltop? I hope he makes it out. Is there anything else interesting that happens? My favorite scene in the whole episode was Judith shooting Beta in the chest through the closed door of her and RJ's bedroom. But it turns out this SOB had a breastplate on all along. There are a bunch of things that come to mind, but I've had a hard time fitting most of it into this question, so I'll try to make a quick list in no particular order. The scene with the Whisper attacking Coco was actually Rosita having a nightmare. She and Gabriel talk about her possibly freezing in combat again, and she tells him about having dreams where the Whispers kill her. Gabriel goes on a rant about how the Whispers are cowards and that they should keep them alive. Start pulling out teeth and taking fingers to scare them and get them to drop the act, which is what it's all about. They get a call from an echo post about an incoming herd. This is why Scott and Gabriel and a group of people go outside, but it turns out it was a trap to have less people back in Alexandria for Beta's infiltration. The call was forced and the people at Echo Post were unfortunately killed. Aaron returns to Alexandria and tells Gabriel and Scott that not everyone got out. Beta enters Alexandria through Cheryl's grave. This leads Gabe and Aaron to conclude that Dante made this happen since he was the one who buried her. Judith talks to Gamma the same way she used to talk to Negan, from the stairs over the barred window. She asks her name, and Gamma talks a bit about her and her sister making wrong decisions, needing someone to make them for them, and meeting Alpha. Judith tells her that if they had met her mom or dad first, she wouldn't be in there, and that she doesn't seem like a monster to her. Judith also has Gamma come and hide inside the house after Lara helps her get out of the cell. When Lydia calls Alpha Mama, even in her wounded state, she doesn't neglect to tell Lydia not to call her that and that she knows better. After everything is over, Rosita also heads to Hilltop to see the doctor there, leaving Coco behind with Gabriel because it's safer. Once in the carriage, she introduces herself to Gamma and they shake hands. When Alpha wakes up, the knife she had stabbed Daryl with is pinned on a table near a carved message that says, "Your way is not the only way." So this whisper was a dream. It was all a dream. Well, a nightmare, a hallucination, something that is keeping Rosita up. Is it foreshadowing that she's going to die? We just don't know, but it's a possibility for sure. This is awesome. Beta punching through the grave and coming up, is it far-fetched? I don't know, but it looks creepy and it's pretty cool. I love the callback with Negan's cell, with Judith talking to Negan. Well, now Judith talking to Gamma. It's just a nice moment. It's a nice thing when you see stuff come around and everything gets a return. I wonder who carved the message into it. Is it Lydia? I'm guessing, right? If Daryl's in a weakened condition, he can barely walk, I doubt he's going to carve a message into the wood. I'm guessing Lydia did it. And I'm guessing they're also setting up the Earl, Gamma, Adam, Gamma situation where Earl's going to be like, I don't want her kind here. They killed my wife. I don't know if that happens, but I could see it happening for sure. How does the episode end? Alpha wakes up the next morning, I guess, after her encounter with Lydia. With whispers by her side, she goes on a rant about how she's not weak anymore, how she's even stronger than ever, how the Horde will butcher them and screams will be songs to her, and she recites the "We are free" thing. So we're going to see Alpha get tore up, but she survives. And Lydia had the clear opportunity to take her out, so I'm guessing Lydia doesn't do it. Daryl tried to, but couldn't do it. So who's left? I'm guessing Negan. I'm guessing Alpha is going to live to lead the charge towards the communities, or at least Hilltop. Does she survive? Does she die? I can't wait to find out down the road, but Season 10, Episode 10 sounds great. Those are the potential spoilers that may or may not occur, but they're highly likely to occur. Shout out to the Spoiling Dead fans for the Q&A and the awesome potential spoilers. They do an amazing job, and I love sharing their information, but shout out and credit to them for sure. But I'm super excited for this weekend's Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 10, which I believe is titled Stalker. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, check out the link in the description below. All these books are available now. I hope you join the fight and pick up your copy today, as proceeds come back to the channel as well as the book series. Thank you guys for watching, and tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.